This is our indoor-outdoor floating faucet illuminated fountain. Barbara King is our outdoor decor expert, a third-generation florist. Your dad had a flower shop in New York City.
Yes, and my grandpa.
And so now here in Pennsylvania, she has the most amazing shop. And you go around the world and find these items. What is the story behind this particular fountain?
This was so fun. This was a trip to the gift show where all retailers go, and it was called the Maison des Objets, which is in Paris. And we came upon this booth where these people made these different fountains, and they created them with this floating faucet, and we were so mesmerized at how awesome this fountain was. We had to bring it to you and give you something that's really special, something you don't see everywhere. This floating faucet is an illusion.
I know, it looks like a magic trick. It's the floating faucet.
I know,
cool
is that crazy? And you really have to stare at it and really try to figure out how the heck does this work?
This is wild.
Because it's a wonderful conversation piece, but it's also a beautiful piece of art for your garden, whether you put it right in the garden or on a side table, on your deck, or on the decking itself. You can't help but touch that faucet, right?
This is so cool, Barbara.
Thank you.
So we brought this in new this month, and since we brought it to you this month, over 2,900 have been ordered. We now have fewer than 650 remaining. It's my pick of the show. I just love the story behind this. It is that old world, old-fashioned charm. You would normally have to go to France and antique and spend money on a flight and know the right people to get into the show to find this, where Barbara has replicated it perfectly for you. It's on a special low featured price and on easy pay. So get this home, try it out in your garden, and get the oohs and ahs that you're getting from us here this morning for $13.59. So when you go and take a look at this, I see just old-fashioned in the sense that you had to grab your water pail, fill it up with the faucet water, and go water the garden, right?
It is whimsy at its best. We did a 2-tier bucket, a smaller bucket on top that just flows right into it. But was very special with this, we also added lighting to this, where they didn't have this in France. I'm like, you know what? This is so cool. We did the double tier, but then we also added the light, so it just illuminates this fountain. So even at night, you're going to get such enjoyment out of this.
How does the light work? Do you plug it in? Is it LED?
Yes, the whole fountain is a plug-in. I added a few silk flowers, but you could also do fresh cut flowers. So this ivy is something I added. I've done real plants because the watering, helps with your real plants
for you.
But this is a faux plant, so just have fun with this. It looks awesome on its own, but adding things makes it extra special.
Even to
as your person.
it.
Yes.
And make it your own. Have fun with it. Maybe get the grandkids over and decorate however you want. More than 3,000 have been sold this month. We have 600 now remaining. And when I met with Barbara this morning, you told me it is the coolest ever. And you have seen a lot of things. You travel the world.
I do.
Your family, this is what you do. This is your background. You find decor items for the garden. You have one of the biggest flower shops here in Pennsylvania. So when you say it's the coolest ever,
it really
that's
is.
A pretty big wow.
We are hunters. My dad and I grew up in the flower business, but we would always go fishing, and that's what I feel like we're doing when we're at these gift shows. We are fishing for the best of the best, and when I saw the booth that had these fountains, I'm like, oh my God. I called up the other buyers. I said, meet me here. You're going to be amazed at this. It looks like the fountain is just floating in the air.
So crazy.
The spigot looks like water is just filling from nowhere into this 2-tier bucket, and the handles go up and down so you can position them however you like. Then the sound from it trickling into the second bucket is that wonderful, relaxing sound of having water, whether it's a feature in your garden or even take this into your house.
Exactly.
This is such a great accent piece.
We were joking earlier, put in the kitchen, do your dishes with it. I mean, no, but really inside the home would be lovely as well. It's a light and water show, the sound of water, the beauty of the light. When I get this home, the assembly, is it easy?
I say it only is going to take about 5 minutes. And it's this tube that actually gets fitted right into the faucet here. The pump, it comes with the pump, and you're just going to attach the pump underneath in here.
Okay.
And plug it in and enjoy.
And add water.
Add water. Don't forget to add water.
Yeah, exactly.
Add water to above your pump too. And then just enjoy this whimsy that you're going to have as a conversation piece. And I promise you, it will stop people in their tracks when they see this. They're going to ask, where did you get this from?
It's so
because
crazy.
it's not something you're going to see everywhere. This faucet just looks like it's floating.
That is
the
so amazing.
water. Thank you. I never get tired of looking at this and decorating it with different pieces. You can add fresh cut flowers to it. This is something I would definitely jazz up if I had people coming over because I want it to be even more special. But just on its own in the garden, it just says so much about you have a unique personality when you have something like this.
Very, very clever. And like you said, it seems that you had to go to a special show to find something as unique as this. So we have over 3,000 ordered so far this month. That is only a couple weeks old. It came to us the 11th of the month, and now we only have about 500 remaining.
Wow.
On Easy Pay, $13 and change. When you see featured price, it's a special low featured price, but don't take that for granted because we could jump back up to that QVC price at any time. With this special low featured price, we're not told when that's going to go away, so you want to take advantage of it while we have it. Easy handle, if you do want to move this, it weighs about 2 pounds, so maybe one day you're enjoying it inside because it's a gray day and you just want to bring a little life into your home. Then on a sunny day, you're going to be on the back porch. Bring this outside as well. You're just going to plug it in. This is 10 inches in diameter by 27 inches high. You are on a cord here, a nice cord length to get you where you need to go with this. QVC.com or your mobile app is going to be the best way to make this purchase right now as we're getting a bit busy on the phone lines. You can always give us a call, 1-800-345-1515 to place that order as well. Your item number on this is going to be M57117. Use that Easy Pay. And again, that story, you went antiquing and found this in France.
Yes.
And you did it a little bit better by adding the light.
We really wanted to bring this to all of our customers. So we first brought it just to the flower shop. When I saw the reaction at the flower shop, I'm like, all right, it's not just me being crazy. This is something everybody wants. I need to make this for the QVC customer. So happy I did, because when I get to bring something like this that so many people enjoy, it just is so satisfying. This is a piece that I love using on my deck. I love having it on a side table, and then maybe adding a couple accoutrements, as they would say in France. I just put a few silk flowers in this. I put a piece in the bottom and maybe a piece on top, and then it looks great in the daytime, but then when night comes around, you're also going to get to see the wonderful flow of water coming from your faux floating spigot here, your accents in whatever you might want to add to this. I have customers that are putting rocks in the bottom to give it a Zen look. That with the water sound is really, really special. And the galvanized buckets, I love. It goes with everything.
And perhaps it evokes memory. That's why it's my pick of this show. I've been blessed enough to have the opportunity to go to France, and there is nothing like the French countryside. They really know gardening, and they do it best, in my opinion. So when you get to take home that charm to us here in the U.S., but also I grew up on a 20-acre hobby farm, Barbara.
You did?
And we used to have a shed and an old barn, and I would play with pails like this as a child, and we had to do the water with a spigot like this. So maybe it evokes memory, whether you've traveled to France or you have that type of memory of just that old-fashioned charm that you appreciate here. More than 3,200 have been spoken for so far this month. It came to us on the 11th of this month, and right now we have remaining, Sean, 400 remaining. It's $13.59 with your major credit card to get this home. M57117. I love that you replicated the original, but you gave it to us with a light. So you're getting this light and water show, a lot of character it's going to add, and a great, I like what you said, conversation starter. Because someone comes over, maybe your neighbor rings the front doorbell, this is at the front of the house, or maybe you have a girlfriend over for Arnie Palmer's on the back porch, and you're just talking and they spin around and they see this. What a lovely conversation. And you can tell your gal pal or whoever it might be that you're enjoying your outdoor space with, this was an original in France and you had to be antiquing and share that story. It's a beautiful conversation.
I know, and I just love being on the hunt for unique items. And when we find something like this, I just am over the moon because I know it's going to be a piece that I'm enjoying, that customers are enjoying. They're asking for more designs and different types of styles, so we are working on that too. But just having something that it looks like an illusion. It looks like a magic trick. Looks like your faucet there is just floating in midair. It looks like the water's coming out of nowhere, but then it hits that light. And I'm telling you, at night, that is also magical. And then it flows into your top bucket. And then this little bit of whimsy here comes down into your second bucket.
Creates such a lovely sound.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Isn't that pretty? I just love the different things you can do. I can put these on side tables or maybe on the decking.
Yes.
The exact
very
decking.
Shabby chic. It's
Yes.
so cool.
Yes.
We have fewer than 300 now remaining. $13 and change to get this home on Easy Pay. I was saying this earlier about Plow and Hearth. We had an item for your garden, a beautiful sculpture piece. I said it's like adding a museum to your outdoor space. This too is like being at a museum because something so interesting and different, I think usually is only found in a special place like that. So create a really special place in your yard for this or inside as well because this is indoor and outdoor. M57117, Barbara, thank you so much.
This was fun.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
All right, see you soon. So now we're going to talk some boxwood topiaries. These are lovely, and they're English Gardens boxwood cone topiary with that 6-inch stake.